Okay, so get this. Apple's pulled a fast one, and you're not going to believe this, especially not our European listeners.
Oh, this is good. What have they done now?
You know the new iPad mini 7?
Yeah, it just came out.
So it's out. Everyone's excited. But there's a catch only in Europe, though.
Okay, now you've got my attention.
No charger in the box.
What? Serious?
No charger. You heard right. And the funniest thing is, we didn't catch this from some big announcement or anything. Like, can you imagine if they led with that?
Total PR nightmare.
Yeah, but nope. Just a tiny little line buried in some tech review.
Wow, talk about burying the lead.
Right. But it got us thinking, though. Like, this tiny little detail, it's actually a pretty big deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we figured deep dive time.
Let's do it. Untack this thing.
For sure. Because our European friends, they're going to be opening their shiny new iPad mini 7, expecting the usual, and bam, no charger.
And you know they're not doing this just for kicks. Apple's a business. They've got to have a reason.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks like the why here has to do with some new EU regulations.
Right. The EU's got some pretty strict new rules coming down the pike, all aimed at cutting down on electronic waste, or e-waste.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Less waste, good for the planet. But hold on, why only Europe? What about us here in the U.S., Canada, Japan? We still get the charger, right?
For now, yeah. It really highlights just how these global companies have to juggle all these different rules and regulations, doesn't it?
Totally. It's a global market. But the rules, they're not so global, are they? So this e-waste thing, tell me more about that. What's the EU saying exactly?
So basically, the EU's identified that all these unused chargers, they're a huge contributor to e-waste.
Right, because people upgrade, but they keep the old chargers. I know I've got a drawer full of them.
Exactly. Or they toss them when they're still perfectly good. And that, my friend, is e-waste they're trying to avoid.
Wow, yeah, I would put it that way. So what's the plan then? How is ditching the charger supposed to help?
Well, the idea is that most people already have a charger lying around. So by not including one, Apple's reducing the overall number of chargers out there. Less production, less waste.
Okay, makes sense. But I got to say, part of the whole Apple experience was always that unboxing,
Yeah.
right? The sleek packaging, everything in its place.
It's an experience.
Exactly. It feels kind of weird to think of getting a brand new iPad and it's not even the whole shebang.
I hear you. But hey, they are making some other changes too. Like instead of the standard USB-C cable, they're including a really durable braided one.
Oh, nice. Those are way more sturdy, less likely to fray.
Exactly. Less likely to end up in the landfill. Plus, they're really doubling down on eco-friendly packaging overall. Less plastic. And get this, no more Apple stickers.
Whoa, hold the phone. No more stickers. What?
I know, right? Apparently those things are like sacred for some people.
No, seriously. Okay, on the one hand, less waste, good for the planet. I'm all for that. But on the other, those stickers.
Some sacrifices are harder than others, I guess.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But seriously, this whole thing raises some questions like, what do you think about the potential downsides? Will people just end up buying separate chargers, increasing consumption in the long run?
Yeah, it's a valid concern. It's like, are they really solving the problem or just shifting it around? Only time will tell, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Right. Like, will this actually be a net positive for the environment, or will it have unintended consequences? It's a gamble for sure.
Totally. And it'll be interesting to see if other companies follow suit, you know? Will this become the new normal, or is Apple going out on a limb here?
For sure. So to all our listeners out there, we want to know what you think. Hit us up on social media. Let us know. Is this a step in the right direction or a load of e-waste hypocrisy?
And for our European listeners, if you're really mourning the loss of those stickers, word on the street is you can still sweet talk your way into a free one at the Apple Store.
See, crisis averted. But jokes aside, this whole charger situation really makes you think. Like, what does this mean for the future of tech? Will this be the norm?
Yeah.
Will we all be rocking a drawer full of mismatched cables and adapters?
And what about the environmental impact? Is this really the best way to reduce e-waste, or are there better solutions out there? I don't have all the answers, but it's definitely something worth thinking about.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, that's another deep dive in the books. Keep those devices charged, and we'll catch you next time.